In this small video, what I'm going to do is discuss about how to add a sitemap to your website. So what we'll first do is we go over to Webmaster Tools at Google, and we go there. If you haven't signed up for your account, you just have to do that. It's quite easy to do. And what we're going to do here is on here, add a site on the big red button there. And we just one I'm going to do that me and my wife have is a site called http Brewster's Arts, which is just a hobby thing we have, and we'll put that on in there, and that should come up. Okay, so it says there verify. If you can see that again, that's in quite a big red button, and we verify that one. So it says congratulations, you have verified your ownership of Brewster's Arts. So this is all you do with your website if you haven't actually put it up on Webmaster Tools. So here we have a little bit about crawl errors. Well, that's current status, no data available, which you would expect since we've just put it up. And this search queries is not really what we're interested in today, but this is sitemaps and why submit a sitemap. And basically why you should submit a sitemap is because it helps the search engine optimization with things like Google, and it helps them to see what's changed on your website as regards URLs and links and that type of thing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go into, this is the Charmless bar. We're going to go in our hosting account and find your website. So I always use a 111 web host. So I think they're a really great company. And what we're going to do is we're going to find where our site is here at the top. So here we are. Here's our site, and this is the one we're interested in for now. And we just go into the web hosting control panel. So if we go into that, and when it loads, we'll see the files, email, and this type of thing. And yours may be not exactly the same as this when you go into your control panel, but it'll be something similar. So the thing that we're interested in here is something called web stats and logs. And it, as I say, it might not be exactly the same as yours, but it'll be something along them lines. And what we're looking at here is Google Sitemaps. So if we just click on the Google Sitemap, and this is going to generate it for us. And what it is, there's a few different sitemaps you can have. You can have image ones, you can have HTML ones, but the one we're interested in, and probably the most important, is XML ones. So what we do is we just upload sitemap to Google automatically. What we do is we're just going to click on there, and that's going to generate that. So in a few seconds that should be generated. And come on, yeah. So when it says your sitemap has been generated, sitemap Brewster's Arts co.uk, click here to download it now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to click on there, and that's what we're seeing. And basically you might not be interested in this type of thing. I'm not really that bothered about the XML thing, but the most important thing is the address. And on this one, it's just sitemap.xml what I'm interested in here. So we just copy that one, and we go back into Webmaster Tools, and it says no sitemaps there, and obviously because we haven't put it on yet, so no sitemaps. So just click that, and it says add stroke test sitemap. So what we want to do is add the sitemap. So there we are, we have the address, but what we need is to put the sitemap address in, which is just paste that from what we've copied, which is sitemap.xml. So there we just go and we submit the sitemap by clicking that big blue button, and it says no sitemaps found for this site. So refresh the page. So we're just going to refresh the page, And there you go. There's the sitemap, and it's pending at the moment, but this will work. And if we just go over to the site dashboard, and it's got no URL submitted yet, but we just have to sometimes wait on that for it to come through. And this could take a few. There you can see that the one we've added is this, and then we're just going to go. What a sitemap usually looks like is something like this on another website that I've got on here. Something like that, 16 URLs submitted, 5 URLs indexed. So if we just come back out there and see if it's finished yet, and we go into there, no URL submitted, but that's okay. If we just keep refreshing that, it will happen sooner or later. But that's basically how you add a sitemap. It's very easy to do. There's not really much to it. You might have to wait. There's been times I've had to wait a few minutes before that's really taken hold. And something, the larger website I have is with one where it has 374 URLs submitted, and that's basically just the way it's done. You just add sitemaps by doing it by that protocol. I'll just have one more look at that. No URLs submitted, but that is basically how you do it. So I hope you've learned something from that, and subscribe if you find it interesting, and thanks for watching and thanks for listening.